kick it away to start us off. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Coyotes offense takes the field. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The Coyotes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. On the ground with the counter. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Wolverines have moved it inside the 20. Quarterback sneak trying to get a push. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
You just got to have better concentration if you're the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get 2 hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drop.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down. And the Coyotes will hustle to the line. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Beal. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the 1st, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Steps away to find some room. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Now adjusting. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The run from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Wide out in motion. They'll go right back to the run. Push down for the tackle. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Fast motion from the offense. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think
Pulls it in inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 flash today. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll give it to the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, to give, looking for room. The Coyotes get enough for the first down.
and most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock, so good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the first down.
A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Field. Running with power. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Coyotes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He'll just keep slinging it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Coyotes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
The running back has it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to pass on second down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Makes this connection. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to pass. And it's caught! Touchdown, Michigan! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the Coyotes offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's in.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Well, here comes the offense returning to the field. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Trying to find his man on first down. Wide open downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dingoes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Off play action on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Wolverine. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by a field goal over Baylor. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. And the Coyotes want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback gets enough. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. No huddle here for the offense. And they got him for the sack.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Quick completion on the out. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll try to get it through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
1 for 2 on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the deep.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as a kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The Coyotes will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. He makes the connection. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Feeling some heat. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. This senior quarterback knows how to take a hit and still deliver a completion. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hainsworth. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The completion short of the sticks. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Coyotes decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Gets it out quickly. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And now this offense will take the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Coyotes will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the grab close to the logo. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. Finds space on the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Tackled immediately after the catch.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the side.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
And the Coyotes will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Let's see what he can do with it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? Fourth down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, Dave.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Inside the 30. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the pummeling has started. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Northwestern was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Darnell Autry and company delivered in that magical 10-win season of 1995. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Looking to pass on second down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Got him downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Coyotes have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Setting up the screen. Oh, he not only blows it up, he picks it off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total dominance.